Hello, everybody. Last episode, we went to the inconspicuous camp, and we met a very unique kobold there who was willing to give us some tips and some information. Now, today, what we're going to do is go into Heaven's Edge. Now, this is the companion quest for Darren. And it says here, Count Arende's family estate. The manor was abandoned after a tragic event claimed the lives of everyone inside in a single day, except for Darren. And we had been in touch with Leotor Hawkblade back at camp. He is going to be doing an additional investigation while we are there at Heaven's Edge. He's kind of doing it undercover, though. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. So without further ado, let's get started. I hear the sounds of a party. Why couldn't all these aristocrats just stay in Canabras? Why have a feast in this accursed place? Well, it's Darren's home, and he wanted to have his birthday celebration here, so we mustn't be too critical about that. He probably misses it. Yeah, they're not real excited about it. Uh-oh.
My not so numerous, but nonetheless dearest guests. About a year ago at my last birthday party, I assured you all that I nurtured a deep-seated hatred for boring people who give protracted speeches in the misplaced belief that their inner thoughts are of any interest to anyone but themselves. Now I am a whole year older, and also a full-fledged crusader. An honorable position that requires me to be as dull, pedantic, and vexing as I possibly can. Therefore, a speech it is. The revered cleric Nestrin, my guardian and tutor, often told me that those who live a sinful life may expect to join the abyssal hordes after they die. This is why their path is the most despicable of all. A part of their soul may return to Mendev in the abominable form of a demonic invader. Every time we see a demon, we might as well think about it. What if this wretched creature used to be your great-great-grandfather? What if certain parts of this pointy-tailed beauty used to belong to your pious cousin? They say that the demons represent the sins of the souls they are made of. Succubi emerge out of lustful souls. Vandals turn into Abracandilu. Gluttons become Nabasu. I, for one, am determined to commit as many different sins as possible, so that the distributive mechanism of the abyss breaks when it tries to decide what to do with my soul.
Oh, Darren.
You, my dearest guests, will be my assistants in this complicated task. Eat, drink, and indulge yourselves in whatever vices you can. Let nobody leave this house as righteous as they entered it. Live every day like it's your last. After all, nobody knows when that day will arrive, do they?
Okay. Oh, there's Leotor. How interesting. What do we need to do, Inquisitor? Now, that's the hardest part. I need to dive deep into the past of this place, which requires casting several different spells over some time. It would be very convenient for me if nobody interrupted the process, especially the Count himself. I don't think he remembers my face, but a suspicious stranger casting unknown spells might attract his attention. All in all, what I want you to do is to distract the master of the house. Right now, he's playing host in the very place I'd like to start. Okay, so how do you propose that I distract him? I don't know. Maybe your companions can assist you somehow. Or you can take a look around. Perhaps there's something that can help us. Okay, I'll see what I can find. Well, good luck. Come back to me when the Count leaves. I'll tell you everything I managed to find out, and maybe even show you something. Let's go find the Count so we can at least talk to him. I have always considered myself an aesthete, not a hero. When doomsday comes, I thought, I'd pour myself a glass of 100-year-old wine, sit in the front row, and just watch the world burn. Playing the violin is also an option. Now I'll be damned if I know how I ended up in the Fifth Crusade. How did I become the companion of a heroine chosen by Iomade? Well, perhaps this is your chance to finally do something worthwhile. Oh, what do you want me to do then? Dance a waltz on Dresden's ramparts with a charming courtesan? Sounds worthwhile to me. Oh, so why did you really decide to throw a party at the scene of such a tragedy? What's this ghoulish farce all about? Oh, what an odd feeling. It's like I had been lying under the sun in a spectacular meadow in full bloom, and then you barge in to pour a bucket of ice-cold water all over me. Is this how you treat people who invite you to their celebrations? No, you don't have to answer. I could come up with a polite excuse, but I'd rather match your courteous manners and put it bluntly. I do not wish to continue this conversation. Thank you for ruining my mood. I'm going to retire to my chambers for a while. All right, well, I think I pissed him off. So now we got to go talk to Leotor. Is he going to be back here where he was before? No. Yeah, there he is. Well, I see that you did your part. Thank you. Now get ready to watch and listen closely. I will unravel the past of this place and try to show you whatever I find. Countess Ciliana Arende. My dear guests, the Lady of Heaven's Edge welcomes all of you today. I hope this day is as bright for you as it is for me, because on this day, my only precious, sometimes arrogant, but utterly beloved child was born. A child is usually a reflection of their parents and caretakers. Countess, will you allow the humble tutor of this young man to address the guests and the man of the hour as well? No. Can we have just one day without your sermons? It is my birthday after all. 10 years ago, the young Darren had an utterly angelic appearance. Oh, Day, I'm sure the revered Nestrin only wanted to hug you and offer you his best wishes on your birthday. Oh, wait, what's that noise?
Oh!
Lilitu. The shrill laughter rings in your ears and reverberates in the base of your skull. In the vision, a Lilitu appears before the guests, gives them an exaggerated, scornful bow. The sorceress of evil has come to your celebration, mortals. Did you prepare a treat for me, too? Ugh. What do you want, spawn of the abyss? I've already done everything I wanted to. Hey, you doddering cleric, look around. Don't you notice anything odd? The plague is in your wine, in your food, in the air around you, even in your blood. Soon you will all die. Pray to your pathetic goddess and call upon your healing powers all you want. But they're not going to help you. Nothing will help you. I will give you a chance to see it for yourselves, and when I return, the grave realization will have already sunk its teeth into your throat. Oh, how I love watching mortals in their final desperate hours. The demon finishes her speech with an air-kissed Darren. Oh my. The first appearance of the disease in the Lilitu, one of the many sisters of Minago. So far, everything I've seen matches the official version of events. Oh. So what now? I can sense the aftershocks of a very strong outburst of emotions, memories somewhere in the west wing of the house. Something must have happened in one of the rooms, so please check if anyone's there and distract them if need be. Okay. Which was probably going to be Darren. Okay, we need to find the rooms, actually. Here. We might as well loot. Oh, there's another door here, but it's blocked. Okay. Let's try this one. Aha! Darren arches a brow at you, but he doesn't seem to be disturbed by your entrance. Commander, I assume that you have an urgent matter that requires my attention. I think you should return to your guests. It isn't seemly for the host to leave them unattended for too long. Oh, how I love that patronizing tone of yours. I can't even remember the last time anyone attempted to chastise me for my impropriety. Perhaps you're right. I shall return to the Great Hall to avoid having to listen to any other invaluable comments on my behavior. He is just not very happy with me. I see that you're able to do as I asked. Thank you. Prepare yourself. This vision might be rather difficult to watch. Young Darren stands motionless by the Countess's bed. His face is pale with fear, and for good reason. His mother's heavenly beauty is gone. Her smile, once beaming with vitality and happiness, looks more like the grimace of a corpse. Only her golden hair still glows, a sad reminder of the healthy young woman she was just a few hours ago. Mother? Can you hear me, Mother? Day, my boy, how did you get here? Don't come any closer. This disease. Mother, listen. The revered Nestrin has sealed the gates. He says that he won't let anyone leave the estate. If the plague reaches the larger settlements, nobody will be able to stop it. He claims this is why the demons attacked us in the first place. They knew that we would call upon the strongest clerics to heal us, and those clerics would catch the disease and die as well. The fat baron and his family tried to escape, but 3 armed paladins barred their way and said they would not let them go. Mother, we need help. Canabras is full of clerics and wizards, and demons know who else. They might know how to stop this. We need to get there soon. Oh, dear son, we must obey the revered Nestrin. We are the lords of Mendev, and we must protect our people. If the plague reaches Canabras, thousands will die. Oh, I don't care about that. You're ill, Mother. You're dying. You have to tell them to open the gates. They won't listen to me, but you're the lady. They can't refuse you. I can't. I must. Please leave me. Don't lose hope. A convulsion overtakes the Countess's body. Her last words are swallowed by a long, guttural groan. Now I have an answer to one of my many questions. Nobody went to Canabras in search of help, because the revered Nestrin didn't let them. He valued the safety of the city more than the lives of his flock at the estate. What a difficult choice it must have been. Well, there really was no other choice. Well, who can say that now? They could have sent one of the paladins to bring help, assuming that the Knight of God was immune to the disease. Perhaps Nestrin thought he might need them to maintain order, or maybe he understood that the demons would not allow anyone to leave anyway. Or maybe the plague was so strong that it could mow down even the most righteous warriors. We will never know if any of that is true. I've never been in the revered Nestrin's position, but I know the price of difficult decisions, especially those that you have to make quickly. I have no right to judge him, but we must continue our investigation. The next site I'd like to examine is the Great Hall. That's where we found the remains of Nestrin and the demons. I assume that he killed them in a confrontation, but we must make sure. Please help me clear the area so I can study it. All right. Before I do that, though, there's a few things I need to look at in here. Ooh. Some bracers. Nice. Countess Solana Nevia Dara Arinde, with her infant son Darren. Oh. I don't know why my character constantly sits down. Is it because her strength is low and she gets tired of standing? She's constantly doing that. I don't understand. It's very strange. It seems there's a hidden cache inside this wall. I can see a keyhole in the decoration. Interesting. So we need to look for a key, but I don't see anything else in this room. Let me go down here. Nope, nothing there. Alright, let's get everybody out of here. I thought the unique ambiance of Heaven's Edge and the fact that we are on the very border of the whirlwind would make this celebration special. I thought the past would resurface and make itself known. Well, it seems even ghosts don't wish to attend my parties anymore. What can we do to liven up the evening? I just realized that I don't have a report on your career plans for the next 3 years. Oh, please don't make me do it. Following you around, living in a tent, having to dress and groom myself unaided, isn't that punishment enough? Writing reports is beyond the pale. Pretty please have mercy. No? Oh, fine. Here we go again, Commander. A ripple of laughter flows through the hall. It begins as a sweet, charming chuckle, but then turns into a rasping cackle that makes Darren huddle even deeper into his corner. Why you running from me, my sweet prince? Come on, let me touch you. I'll give you... The booming voice of an old man dressed in Iomidine robes shakes the walls of the house. Get away from him, demon! Let the boy go! By the blade of the inheritor, you touch him only over my dead body. Oh, you are a pathetic old cleric. Are you the guardian of this charming little prince? Well, you guarded him in vain. The disease is already circulating in his blood. Soon he will rot before your very eyes. You're not going to be able to help him. And I can at least make sure his death is beautiful, clean, and sweet. The demoness turns her face to Darren and licks her lips. We'll see about that. Something's wrong, Commander. My spells are not working as expected. It's as if some kind of a supernatural explosion occurred here 10 years ago, blending everything together. The magical auras, the emotions, the memories. I'll try to read it again. Okay. Just give me a moment. Darren, my boy, what's going on? Leotur's muscular shoulders suddenly begin to shake. The vision he's channeling does not change, but you feel something enormous and chilling silently infiltrate the reality around you. The presence of this nameless being becomes almost palpable. Oh, some alien entity is talking to him. Hurry, old cleric, stop him. Do you really want to see what happens when... Save me! Can you save me? The presence thickens into something more tangible. The entity is silent, but you feel your blood pulsing in your temples, and each beat brings a new image, or rather, a new notion. Help brings a feeling of relief and safety. Exchange makes the pulse stronger, more demanding. Gate and secret come immediately after. The images become heavier, almost visible. The secret, keep the secret. Otherwise, death, death, death. Nestrin stretches out his shaking hand, suddenly looking like a doddering old man instead of a mighty cleric. Darren, wait! The thing you're about to let loose is even worse than these demons. Darren's body is quivering. His eyes dart from the cleric to the demoness, who's frantically casting protective spells. Demons, saints, I'm so fed up with all of you. Burn! Oh dear. Leotor, are you okay? Leotor opens his eyes with a groan. He gets back on his feet. What a misfortune. No, what a disaster. Everything is far worse than I imagined. Are you all right? The strain, the emotions overwhelmed me and made me faint. It's nothing, really. I will not be able to cast any spells for the rest of the day. But aside from that, I'm fine. So, do you understand what happened 10 years ago? Yes and no. Damn it. My thoughts are all astray. I'll try to explain everything to you. Many living things are capable of performing the most extraordinary feats, good or bad, when a deadly threat looms. 10 years ago, the young Count found himself cornered in every sense of the word, and he allowed some alien entity to intercede for him. Frightens me that all my experience as an Inquisitor is completely useless. It does not resemble anything I've ever heard or read about. This entity, I think I'll call it the Other, possesses uncanny power. It was capable of instantly killing 3 greater demons, a mighty cleric, and a host of other mortals. You saw everything pretty much yourself. What's even worse is that this entity, this Other, is still here. Oh my God, that's kind of creepy. I don't know what exactly this creature is, but I know what it did to the Count. It turned him into a living gateway. The Other is not inside the Count. It is not directly controlling his mind. That's why there's no obvious signs of possession. But it is looking through his eyes. It treats him like a window, and it can instantly step through it to wreak whatever havoc it desires. So, do you think Darren knows anything about all this? Oh, yes, of course he does. Did you hear what the Other tried to convey to us? Help in exchange for a secret? Death? Death to those who know the truth? It wants to have an opportunity to use the Count as a gateway without anyone knowing. This is what made Darren deny that he remembered anything. So what do you think that other being wants? Well, this is the strangest thing of all. It came to this world 10 years ago, and it's still here. All this time, it's been watching us through the eyes of the Count. Had it wanted to kill Her Majesty, it could have done it. The Count can get close to practically every influential figure in Mendev, but it does nothing. Maybe its interests lie in some other sphere. So, I have an interesting question. Could the Other be the reason why my companions keep finding severed heads among their belongings? Well, it seems it could be very likely. People tend to lose their heads when they get too close to Count Arende. Anyway, I apologize. That was inappropriate. Perhaps your gruesome findings are the heads of some cultists who tried to kidnap the Count during the Canabra slaughter, or perhaps they provoked the Other in some other way. Interesting. Well, what are we going to do now? Well, I understand Father Nestrin perfectly. I must make a crucial decision despite a dearth of information. Commander, first and foremost, I have to apologize. Second, I must ask you to keep this secret. Oh, what are you sorry for? Well, for dragging you into this mess. You see, the other stated very clearly that it would kill anyone who found out the truth. Anyone. I suppose this secret is currently known to 3 people. You, me, and Darren. All right, I understand. As soon as the Count finds out that we know, the other will understand it as well. We do not know what it is, so I need to figure out what to do. But it'll get rid of anybody who knows about it. All right. I'm not going to tell anyone about the discovery, not even the Queen. I'm going to go to Nerosian and sift through all the archives. I may make some inquiries in other places. Still, I'm not going to reveal the truth until I have some reliable information. Please do the same. Not a single word to Darren. Fine. I'll keep it a secret. You've made the right choice. Wow. Oh, God. And I was really attracted to Darren. Now I'm kind of afraid of him. Well, there goes that thought. So much for that relationship. All right, well, let's get back to everybody. So how's the party going, Darren? Did you come here only to make sure I didn't have any fun? I'm sorry, but, you know, it's just things are things. Let's see how everybody else is doing. I've been watching our Count and wondering, if you imagine his head as a boiling pot, then what kind of brew is bubbling inside? Fine, I admit this celebration wasn't bad. I even feel less inclined to give Darren a good slap. All right, you guys have had enough to drink. I think that we need to get going. I think we're going to gather everybody up and we are going to get back. All right, everybody, we are going to end the episode here. Next time, it looks like our camp moved yet again. So we are going to head on over here. Thank you for joining me. Please give me a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye now.